this week I had a writer's crisis. And as in crisis, I meant I was pretty much going to give it up and just say forget it. And, well, I don't want to say give up. I didn't think I was going to give up, but I expected to take a indefinite break from writing, and because I wouldn't quit. But a big long break that never ended isn't really quitting, it's a break, right? Anyway, so at the beginning of this week, I've been editing for months, and it's getting to the point where I'm just starting to think, what am I doing? In my life, if something came hard, it's not something I would take up as a hobby, because you usually don't take up difficult things as hobbies. You take up the things that that come natural to you. Like for me, craft comes easy to me. Crocheting, knitting, doing crafty things, painting, those things are all really easy for me, and so I enjoy doing them. I tend to get a little compulsive with them, and I lose sleep because I want to get the project done. I don't do lengthy projects well. I like to get started and get them done. And usually with crafts, you can stay up late at night for a couple of days and get your craft done, and you have something tangible when you're done. You have an Afghan, or you have a thing, you have something. And in writing, you don't really have that. I mean, I have my book, which is huge, which is 97,000 words of nothing because it's boring. And this thing's supposed to be for middle grade. It's supposed to be like 50,000 words. I have to cut this thing in half. This isn't good. This isn't good at all. It's tangible, but it's not good, so it's really irrelevant. But, so beginning of this week, I pretty much decided to take an indefinite break with writing because I don't have the time necessary to study it the way I'd like to. And this could be like a 20-year project. I hope it's not a 20-year project, but it's a lot lengthier than I'm used to. It's not that I'm up for the challenge, it's just the fact that you want to spend time on it and you can't because you have 4 children, you homeschool. There's other things that are more important than writing right now. And that's okay. But it's frustrating because you want to be writing, but yet you have to do these household responsibilities, and it's torture. So to save myself from the agonizing torture that it is, I decided to quit, or to take the indefinite break. And then the next day, the story wouldn't let me go. Ideas came in to improve it. I mean, the constant ideas of improving, which is great, but there was still that frustration. And so in thinking about it, I've realized that I actually have grown a lot in the last several months. I'm able to notice things about character, like when I'm reading a book, I can notice now that, oh, the plot's not strong, or the setting's not strong, or the characters just aren't moving me like they should. I'd never noticed that before, and I'm noticing that now. So I can tell that I'm progressing and I'm growing. So I'm thinking, maybe I won't completely give it up. I'll take a break, I'll read more books, I'll study it more, and then maybe what I need to do is just cut myself some slack and know that it's not going to be a quick process and that it's going to be baby steps. And it could take me 20 years. Like I said, it better not take me 20 years. But anyway, I started reading this book again, Stephen King on Writing. It's a 10-year anniversary. When I first saw this book, I didn't like it at all. He's weird, and he's got a really... The book's full of vulgar words, and I'm not one who likes to read that kind of stuff, so I put the book down. But I kept seeing it online how it was a good book, so I picked it up again, and this time I flipped through the back half of it, and the back half of it has a lot of things that he learned in writing that are really, really good, and so I can see the value of the book. But, like I said, I just wasn't my favorite book, so I put it down again. But this week, I picked it up and said, I'm going to read this thing from cover to cover because there's got to be some redeeming value in here I'm missing. So I'm reading it from the front of the page, and what does Stephen King say? He says, writers are not born, they're created. And I'm thinking about that, and it's just like, well, of course, it's a craft, it's something you practice, it's something you learn. Most people aren't just going to be able to write well. I mean, some people have that gift, but not everybody does. I mean, from what I've seen in following people and reading blogs, everyone has to work at the craft. Even published authors have to work at the craft. It's a never-ending thing. And then I'm reading this person who, Stephen King, he's sold a lot of books. I mean, he obviously knows what he's doing. And he's saying how he had to improve his craft. And so I'm thinking, it just kind of solidified my idea. I just need to cut myself some slack, learn as much as I can, and work on that story, and give myself time and patience. And all those things that I haven't nurtured in my life, like patience, I need to start exercising. Because I'm not going to give up on this, because apparently the story needs to be written, because it won't leave me alone. So anyway, just thought I'd update you on my journey. And if I don't see you before, I hope you have a great Christmas. I can't believe it's December already, but it is. So enjoy your month of merriment, and we'll see you soon. Thanks. Bye.